As you well know, this country is in a shit state at the moment, the UK prison system. And I'll tell you what we'll start talking about actually, because there's a few people been asking us about this, obviously with this being a prison channel. And I got asked this morning, what's my thoughts on Hugh Edwards getting a suspended sentence for graphic images of children. Hugh Edwards received a suspended sentence in court yesterday, which is an absolute shambles. That bacon should have been sent to prison for 5 years. Now, anyone that doesn't know what a bacon in prison terms is a nonce. Bacon bonce equals nonce. But another reason why they used to call them a bacon in prison as well, because a bacon is a pig, and a pig is a beast, and a nonce is a beast. Hugh Edwards, the BBC News reporter, is a beast. He is a bacon. He deserves to be in prison. Some of the category of images that he had on his phone were some of the most severe of children. Some of them were as young as 7-year-old, and that beast was responsible for purchasing and being involved in them sort of images. Anybody that's involved in that sort of explicit, revolting circumstances deserves to be in prison. But yet he came walking out of the courtroom, out of the court building, with his head held high because he was given a suspended sentence. That beast should have been sent to prison for at least 5 years. He's a public figure, or he was a public figure. He was well known throughout the UK. So what message does that send out to the other predators out there? What deterrent is that? Circulating pictures and videos, category A of the most serious. There should be a starting point for anybody that is involved in sharing or purchasing explicit images of children like that. They should be sentenced. There should be a mandatory term. That is the only way to put a stop to them beasts. If we, the English or the British justice system, had a mandatory term for such images, a starting point of 5 years, then that would deter the rest of the beasts from doing the same sort of thing. Because obviously the people that are doing the videos and the images are selling them online because there is a market for them, an underground dark market amongst these sick, perverted men and women who are purchasing these sort of images. He should be locked in a pad for 5 years to reflect on his behaviour, what he has been involved in. A public figure rather, and he's been given a suspended sentence. Absolutely disgusting behaviour. I mean, everybody goes on about a lot of these protesters that were at home. I know it's a total different topic, but some of them were keyboard warriors that were sitting at home, probably pissed up on the lager in their armchair, getting carried away with themselves, getting excited because of the riots, and putting statements online, sort of going along with the riots and agreeing with it, and they've been sent to prison within 1 week. Hugh Edwards' case has been going on for, I'm not sure exactly, but it's been round about a year that case has been going on. He could have been fast-tracked through the court system and dealt with straight away to prove a point that this sort of behaviour is not tolerated in this country. That's what should have happened. Pedos should be fast-tracked. Obviously, the ones that have pled guilty or the ones that have banked their rights should be fast-tracked through the system and as a deterrent sent straight to prison. And the rioters, or the ones sitting at home, they weren't actually rioters, these ones that were sitting in their armchairs putting posts on Facebook, getting sent to prison within a week. 1 minute you're in your armchair pissed up, putting remarks on Facebook that you probably didn't mean because you were intoxicated. You haven't physically harmed anybody, but yet you're fast-tracked and you're given 3 years in prison for putting comments on Facebook. So if someone that sits at home, a disgusting pervert who works for the BBC, gets caught with category A images on his phone and computer, and he's given a suspended sentence, where is the justice in that? People have been, or young kids have been injured, physically and mentally abused by these type of images and what's happened to them, and he's getting off scot-free, suspended sentence, slap on the wrist, not serve a day in prison. As long as he doesn't do anything wrong, he won't serve that time in prison. And someone that's put a post on Facebook is now sitting in prison, probably thinking about contemplating suicide because they're in there when they went and done something whilst intoxicated and put some messages on Facebook. There's just no justification in that. And I'm not comparing them to the rioters, because the ones that were out physically rioting, smashing shops up, setting fire to hotels and attacking the coppers, obviously they're different to the ones that were sitting at home in the armchairs, but they've been treated exactly the same. They've been broadcast all over the media. So all the people that are in prison, all the ones that could be ready to attack them when they come in prison for protesting, have been plastered all over the media. And I've just done a video last night, which I'm putting on my YouTube channel, about a terrorist down in Hartlepool that murdered an old man whilst shouting Allahu Akbar. He done it in the name of Palestine and for the people of Gaza. He wasn't hardly plastered anywhere in the media, but yet the protesters were. Doesn't take a genius to figure out what is actually going on with this country in the mainstream media. Maximum capacity. Only a couple of weeks ago there was 83 spaces left in the country. So what they decided to do was start releasing prisoners early. And guess how many of those prisoners have been recalled within a week? A large proportion of them got recalled. There were some sex offenders that were released as well. And I did read somewhere that somebody that was in for that type of offence went out and committed another sex offence that exact same day. Even though they were excluded from the early release scheme, some of them have been released and they are a danger to the public. A lot of the prisoners that have been released are getting released with no accommodation, getting out with drug problems. So as soon as they're out looking for graft, they're out looking for drugs, and they're blocking the system up straight away. They're getting recalled within a matter of days. And I've already said the people that they should be releasing, or the prisoners that they should be releasing, are the ones that have proven that they've been rehabilitated, the ones that have doing a bigger sentence. They maybe have a few years left on the sentence, and they might be in category B. So I know a few lads in Garth prison, HMP Garth, that have actually getting the early release and they're getting out with a few years left on the sentence. But again, these type of prisoners are the ones that have been in long enough. They've changed their mindsets. They're fitness fanatics. They're not drug addicts. They're fitness fanatics. They're getting out. They've got a family support to go to. They've got family accommodation. And they want to get out and get on with their life. So if they let these type of inmates out, rather than the prolific offenders, the shoplifters, the burglars, the ones that are robbing old grannies, if they let the other prisoners out that I've just mentioned instead of all these prolific offenders, then that will solve the situation.